Hey, I'm Bruce Leffler, founder of LūME Sales and Marketing Agency and Best Route for Marketing right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Aaron Wynn. I'm the proud owner of Hunter Recruitment Advisors, based here in Atlanta, Georgia. So Hunter Recruitment Advisors was started in 2015.
Okay.
And originally we just started doing recruiting. Yeah, but the difference was we did corporate recruiting.
Yeah.
More than anything else, we specialized in providing corporate level services to companies. Right. One day somebody came up and said, hey, we've got 10 trucks that needs to get taken care of or filled in. Yeah. And we're not exactly sure how to do that.
Right.
I've never had a chance to work in home services before.
Okay.
And so the organization said, what do you need from us? I said, well, I'm going to need 2 weeks, one to spend in your office and one to actually go out into the field with the trucks. And so that's what we did.
Okay.
And we created a target audience based on that experience.
That's awesome.
We helped them double their revenues in a matter of about 18 months.
Wow.
And I never thought I'd be working in home services again until I got a call from a couple of different marketing firms that said, we saw what you did for this group.
Yeah.
Do you think you can do that for us? Because we can't sell any more marketing until they can hire people.
It's a real problem.
It's a real problem.
Yeah.
And one of the next thing we know, here we go. Yeah. Now 80% of our business is home services.
That's amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, so LūME Best Route for Marketing was really stemmed on the precipice of a big corporate career where I had the privilege to work at some of the largest agencies in the world like AT&T, AOL, Reach Local, which is now Scorpion, and the web.com. And I just kind of really felt in my heart of hearts there had to be a better way, right? So a lot of the major organizations that service thousands and thousands of contractors on a daily basis are really out for one thing and one thing only, which is their money. We are more passionate about making a significant impact to these home services contractors, their families, the communities they serve, right? So we took that passion coupled with the expertise of selling under the corporate microscope with quotas and agendas and that sort of thing, month in and month out, to really create LūME Sales and Marketing Agency, right? And our passion was equally around not just the marketing, but the sales consulting and coaching. So What we found is that a typical agency relationship will only take you so far. It'll take you through to, hey, we're making the phone ring, we're fulfilling our part of the contract, you're stuck. And I felt like that was just a horrible experience. So where we wanted to go is beyond that and say, hey, if we generate a great marketing call for you this month and it doesn't convert, why? And how do we fix that sales gap to actually make sure that next month that's a closed opportunity, right? So that's how LūME Sales and Marketing and Best Route for Marketing was born, on the heels of just serving thousands of contractors over the last 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hunter Recruitment Advisors it's a unique organization in the sense of, yes, we do corporate recruiting, but we actually look at recruiting like it's a marketing function.
Okay.
And so we teach our clients that in order to be able to find the men and women that they're looking for, you've got to put together a marketing campaign or a recruitment marketing campaign.
Yeah.
And so we actually have these two facets of our organization. One that focuses exclusively on doing recruiting and corporate recruiting for people all the time.
Yeah.
But we also have this other half that helps them develop recruitment marketing plans, either through branding or through social media or doing videos, so that together they're able to find a solution for their long-term recruiting needs.
Yeah.
We tell people all the time, we ultimately will work ourselves out of a job because we're going to give them the tools that they need to be able to do it for themselves.
No, I mean, that's absolutely great, Aaron. And, you think about it from why the synergies exist here in the marketing agency angle is that's the number one challenge we hear, right? A part of our discovery call is what's the biggest challenge in your organization? And for contractors, it's finding good quality, affordable help, right? So I just think that the synergies exist from the standpoint that they're also capped without good talent. So this is a big gap in their business that they have to solve for, and then moreover have an effective and repeatable process to scale either based on seasonality, growth, et cetera. So we're just super excited about the partnership with Hunter Recruitment.
Well, and I think one of the things too that you and I both have in common is that we're entrepreneurs,
right?
And the men and women that we're working with are entrepreneurs. Absolutely. And so their pain is very identifiable to us.
Yeah.
We understand all the headaches, all the worries, all the constraints, and knowing that the services that we provide for them will actually allow them to be at home at night.
Right.
That for me was probably the biggest aha moment.
Absolutely.
Is that identification. I get you, I know you, and I know you do the same thing.
Yeah.
When we first started talking, it was like talking to a kindred spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be great. Yeah, so, this was really kind of one of those things I was just meant to be. It was by happenstance. So Aaron and Hunter Recruitment, as well as my team at LūME Sales and Marketing, we serve a mutual client, right? So Cliffs Fire Extinguishers in Atlanta, Georgia. This is an amazing Christian family-owned small business serving our community in the fire extinguisher space. And, they kind of aligned us up through some marketing needs, right? They had retained Hunter Recruitment Advisors to fulfill this gap in their organization, the people challenge, right? And having a healthy pipeline of new people. So they connected us to do some design work and elements that were required to the Hunter standard, which, as a side note, is very high, and we appreciate that being marketers ourselves. And there were just a lot of synergies in the organization from the very go. Myself being a very judgmental person, had an experience with one of your team members, right? And she did a world-class job really educating me on the needs and why certain things were certain ways to get the most bang for the buck for our mutual client. So we're all in for our home services contractors, and we wanted to make sure we did right by them. But then the light bulb went off. And I said, man, I've really got to reach out to this company and talk about how we can strategically partner, because I do believe that through not only Best Proof for Marketing, but LūME, there's hundreds of additional clients across the country that really need to hear the Hunter Recruitment Advisors message and how they can help serve. So I reached out to Aaron, and we kind of just hit it off from there. But if you have anything else to add to that.
Well, just to tease
what your initial experience was, go ahead.
Just to tease you a little bit, I just got a call from the same marketing person saying, hey, this guy wants to hire me. And I'm like, whoa. I've got to meet who this guy is.
Yeah.
She's like, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, but he's a really nice guy, and I think you should meet with him.
Yeah.
And sure enough, she was right.
Yeah.
That for me was just, again, we were sharing stories about things that we had in common for our clients and trying to help them, and also being small business owners, and just identifying with them. And that for me was one of those aha moments, because we do marketing, we do recruitment marketing. We strictly stay into the labor side of things.
Right.
But we have so many clients that come to us and say, hey, can you do marketing for future clients for themselves?
Yes.
That's not our lane, but we didn't have an outlet really that we could go to to say, hey, can you help them? People that we trust, that we know are really going to care about them the same way that we do. Because when you enter into a partnership like this, you have to feel like it's an extension of your organization.
Yes.
And that's how I feel about you guys.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and I appreciate the candor. She was really good, so don't let your good talent get introduced to me, because I'll try to sniff it. But in all seriousness, though, I think it's important to note that when you talk about what Hunter Recruitment Advisors does and what we do here at LūME and Best Proof for Marketing, we both lead from a servant's perspective, right? So for all of your guys' edification, we've vetted each other's company for about the last quarter, right? We've been working on this for several months, getting this partnership off the ground. We wanted to make sure that not only was it a really good synergistic and holistic experience for our clients, and a good fit for the partnership, but it was one that was built on the solid foundation to last, right? So we're looking at this from the angle of these are going to be mutually offered services throughout our organizations for the next years to come.
For us, when companies come to us, they typically fall into a couple of categories. One, it's the business owner who they just don't have enough time. They want to grow their business, but they can't find people to help them grow it. And recruiting always tends to be one of those things that happens at the end. Right. And so we get a lot of calls from business owners that say, I don't want to deal with the administration. I'm tired of all of the interviews. I just want people to show up and I can say yes or no. The other person who calls us pretty often is what I call the skinny HR department.
Okay.
Most of our clients are individuals who are anywhere between 20 to maybe 150 members in their organization.
Sure.
They may only have one, maybe two HR people. That's a lot when you think about benefits and payroll. And you're talking about all the things that are, heck, even just HR violations or things that come up. They're nonstop busy.
Right.
And so to have somebody who's going to be a partner that's going to be able to do do intermittent recruiting for them when they have their peaks, and that's a real advantage. So those two groups tend to reach out to us and say, we need somebody who understands our industry, because that's also a problem.
All right.
Not many people really specialize in trades recruiting.
Yeah.
And that's something that we do all day, every day. It's not the only thing that we do, but it's a large part of our organization.
Yeah. For sure.
And so those tend to be the kinds of clients that reach out to us, are those men and women who have businesses but just don't have the time to focus on recruiting,
Right.
or skinny HR departments that need to be able to make themselves 3 times the person that they are, and specialization in the trades. Those are the groups that tend to really want to reach out to Hunter Recruitment Advisors.
And you know what really hits home for us here at LūME and Best Roof Marketing is the focus on the trades, right? So Best Roof Marketing actually was a spinoff of LūME Sales and Marketing Agency, and it was very hyper niched for a reason, right? Not just because that's appealing to our audience and appealing to your audience, but you really get to understand the challenges of the businesses versus, let's say, a generalist marketing agency or a generalist recruitment firm, that they're trying to fill all of these different gaps with one goal in mind: find the placement and get paid. Whereas if you hire specialists like Hunter Recruitment Advisors, they have the expertise to really know what a 20-truck plumbing company in a major metro like a Nashville or Louisville, Kentucky needs, and how to solve for that, because they've done it in similarly sized markets for similarly sized organizations who are looking for the same sets of skills. So when you really think about either of our 2 services, looking for somebody in a niche specific is going to hold a lot of weight for your home services company and contractors.
Sure.
Yeah, so typical engagements with LūME Sales and Marketing and/or Best Roof Marketing really are holistic in a couple of different avenues. And we like to say that we do 4 things really well. So we're very good at websites creation from not only the aesthetics perspective, but from the lead conversion perspective.
Sure.
We're very good at lead generation services, predominantly through Google. We do some social media lightly. We have a unique differentiator, which is our video and media team. So we actually have an in-house video department that created several different processes for both ongoing recurring marketing as well as helping you collect all the assets your company will ever need. So most marketing agencies in our world for home services contractors do not have an in-house media team. Lastly, it's the sales coaching and consulting, where we're super excited about not only having our best practices and techniques shared with, contractors that have sales teams, but it's the rewarding messages that they give us back on how the techniques and the tactics actually worked for them to help them. And now they have a clear path to being successful in your contractor company.
I didn't want to interrupt his flow, but I wanted to add something that I thought was important. Your video production was actually one of the things that made me go, I really want to partner with these guys.
Yeah.
Because you do it in-house, but
that'd be good too. Yeah. Keep that in.
But the fact is that what we try to encourage from our clients is share your culture. Right. I come up with this analogy for people. Hey, you go into somebody's house and they take your coat and you're looking at their pictures, and you start to notice all these pictures have models in there.
Right.
And the host comes back and says, or you ask them, why is it that you have models in here instead of your family? My family's not good looking enough, so I just put models up here to look really nice. Of course, you'd never do that.
Yeah.
But so many companies are trying to do that with their business.
Yeah.
Getting to share with video,
right,
and the kind of video that you do, helps them share their culture with people.
Sure.
So that they can help figure out the right people to come into their business.
Yep.
And so it's one of the recruitment tools that we really try to encourage our teammates, or encourage our clients to be able to do, and to have a partner who we can say, hey, you know what? Here's great examples in the trades that they can use.
Absolutely.
That was a real big selling piece for you.
Yeah.
A real big selling piece to me about your organization.
Yeah, absolutely. It really all ties together, right? I mean, video is going to outlive all of us. So at the end of the day, when you're thinking about it, these are fundamental challenges that need to be solved for growth-minded companies, which are who you and I serve. Yeah. So I just think it's absolutely a perfect fit.
So we often get asked the question, how does our recruitment marketing differ from other firms that they may use for recruiting? There's really 2 approaches to that I think about. Okay. One, most companies haven't even ever thought of the idea of doing recruitment marketing.
True.
They don't realize, especially small business owners, they don't realize the impact that it has to be able to help them compete. Right. One of our core mission statements is that we want to be able to help small business owners and medium-sized business owners to be able to compete against those larger organizations that can afford huge competitors that have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of marketing to spend. That's one of the reasons why we really encourage recruitment marketing to give them the ability to compete.
Okay.
The second thing that we also try to keep in mind is that we stay focused just in recruiting.
Right.
We're not experts in how to get client acquisition.
Okay.
And so for us, we tell each of our clients, this is our specialty, this is how we focus, and we're really, really good at this because this is all we do every day.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of specialty with a recruiting firm paired together, then all of a sudden, not only do you have today's solution to find the person, but you have tomorrow's solution and the day after, and eventually you can do it for yourself.
Right.
Again, we hope to stay with our clients forever.
Right.
But the thing I think that helps them feel more comfortable about partnering with us is the realization we're helping them build their own recruiting process so that they can do it for themselves in the future.
No, that's amazing. That's a huge differentiator right out of the gate, right? I absolutely love that.
It's either the worst business plan or the best, but the good news is we've been built entirely off of referrals for these last 8 years, and it's been a blessing because people know we're here to partner with them, not necessarily to just take their money and run.
Yep, absolutely. No, incredible. So guys, just to close out here, I got to say, Aaron, first of all, thank you, man. Thank you for accepting my call and being open to the idea of a potential strategic partnership. And I was just telling our team, we're doing our marketing planning for next year, that this is probably the number one thing we are most excited about because we really see the viability and potential to do something special here for dozens, if not hundreds of clients in 2024 just through this alignment. So if you want to learn more about our marketing and sales coaching services, video production services, just hit us up. You're welcome to go to either bestroofermarketing.com or LūMEsales.com. You can DM us, give us a call. We stand ready to serve. We just really want to learn about your business, see if there's anything we can do to help you out.
And we are super excited with the prospect of partnering together and being able to help clients, not just with recruitment marketing, but also marketing to help them grow their businesses. If you want to be able to find us, there's a million media channels, thanks to my director of marketing. She's got us everywhere. But the key places probably to find us is on LinkedIn, as well as at hunterrecruitment.net. And I'm sure there's probably going to be a phone number or a website link that you're going to see on this. So use that.